Welcome you watching. This is Exclusive with me, Shavan. And ladies and gentlemen, our top focus still remains as to what's really happening in Kolkata. Justice for Abhaya. The nation has come together calling for justice for Abhaya. Ladies and gentlemen, 11 years ago, when the Nirbhaya case happened, many thought that lessons were learned. But the reality is that's not the case. Many are appalled with the kind of insensitivity that has been shown by the West Bengal government. Is it just a case of rape or gang rape? Let me first take you through the details of the petition that has been filed by Abhaya's family members, where they are saying that evidence clearly indicates that the victim was gang raped. So it's the family, with the help of the post-mortem report, essentially indicating that there could be more people. Let's move on. With regards to what is it that the family is claiming, crime could not have been committed by one person alone. Let's take you through the other points that have been made in the petition and the reason why they are saying that it could be more than one person. Post-mortem report confirms the details. We'll take you through the post-mortem. 150 milligram of semen that was found from the victim's body, and perhaps that's the one big indicator that there could have been more than one person. Quantity basically suggests involvement of more than one person. Evidence corroborates the suspicion of gang rape. Now that's another important point that has been made in the petition. No steps that have been taken to arrest the offenders. Remember, based on this particular petition, you've had the Kolkata High Court wrapping the Mamata government. Once again, improper autopsy done to shield others involved. Now, that's another sensational allegation that has been leveled by the family members of Abhaya. Now, these are some of the details that have been mentioned in the petition that has been filed by Abhaya's family members, and that's the reason why questions are being asked. Was this only about one person, or possibly the involvement of more than one person, which is an indication that it could be a case of gang rape? Let me also bring in a special guest who's joining us on this broadcast, Dr. Arnab Goswami, who's accessed the autopsy also. Mr. Goswami, thank you very much for speaking to Republic TV. Let me straight away begin by asking you, are you convinced that this is a case of gang rape?
See, I have seen the post-mortem report from the family of the victim. The post-mortem report clearly says that the victim had multiple injuries, innumerous numbers of injuries all over her body, external injuries starting from face to toe. Her both eyes were suffusely congested with blood. Blood was oozing out of her eyes, her cheeks, her nose, her lips, and multiple bruises and abrasions over her necks. Shoulders, knees, ankles, everything was bleeding, and her private parts also. And the thing is that this sort of injury is very difficult for one people to inflict. One thing. Another thing is, as I have seen in the postmortem report, that the forensic experts have collected specimens from different parts of the victim's body, starting from lip swab, anal swab, vaginal swab, and they have also collected 151 grams of white, thick, viscid fluid from inside her vagina. To be more specific, from endocervical canal, that is deep inside the vagina. So, if that fluid appears to be semen, that is to be proved in the forensic lab only. But even if it is mixed with some mucus, some vaginal discharge, and other tissues also, but this much amount of semen, that cannot be from one man. So there is every possibility of involvement of multiple men, more than one man, and it's a possibility of gang rape. Definitely, the investigation getting agencies required to actually find out if other people are involved. And another thing that the police was claiming, the Kolkata police, while they were investigating the case before CBI, they were claiming that the rape was post-mortem.
Right.
That is, they were telling that the victim was first murdered and then got raped.
So, Dr. Goswami, can I get a clarification on this? Were there pre-mortem and post-mortem injuries? Does that indicate that there was some sort of a resistance that was made by Abhaya, resulting in a situation where she was brutally assaulted
Exactly.
So that means there have been pre-mortem as well as post-mortem injuries.
Right. The post-mortem says that all the injuries were inflicted ante-mortem. That is clear that she was first raped or gang raped, then murdered. Actually, signs of defense. Her nails were bleeding. Her nails were bleeding. So it clearly shows that, and other signs also, it shows that she was raped first and then murdered.
Dr. Goswami, what are the other indicators from the post-mortem report which basically indicates that there has been a cover-up attempt? Because many believe that with the suicide narrative that was peddled by the Kolkata police, and thereafter you've had enough evidence emerging that there is a possibility, not one, but more than one person being involved in this heinous crime. What more are you picking up from the reports that you have accessed?
See, when we went to meet the parents of the victim on Sunday evening, as a representative of 7 doctors organizations, we 7 doctors were there, and the family told us, her parents, the victim's parents told us that they were called by some hospital authorities telling them that your daughter has committed suicide, come immediately. And when they went, they were kept waiting for more than 3 hours to see the dead body of their daughter. And so first question arises that why did the college authority and the local police personnel label it as a case of suicide, and why did not they allow the parents to see the dead body of their daughter? Secondly, they were delaying the post-mortem process. When the doctors, our organizations, doctors, junior doctors, senior doctors, all moved and opposed the theory of suicide and demanded a post-mortem, videograph post-mortem. Right. They conducted a videograph post-mortem. That also, in the same college, she was raped and murdered. We demanded for forensic test, post-mortem exam in some different hospital, in another hospital, any other hospital, but not that hospital. But they insisted and conducted the post-mortem examination that in that hospital only. Next, if you come, the police took charge of the dead body after the post-mortem exam, and they didn't allow even the relatives, even her colleagues or her friends to attend the last rites, the cremation. So police guarded, a huge number of police guarded, they almost forcibly took out the body, and only in presence of their parents they got her cremated. Next thing is, the police started held one prime suspect, but they didn't bother to interrogate the other possible suspects.
Right. So there are questions. Right. There are questions, Dr. Goswami, with regards to whether at all there has been an attempt of a cover-up by the Kolkata police, but surprisingly they've also come up with a statement that was actually issued just a short while back saying that they've never peddled the suicide narrative. But ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Arnab Goswami, who's seen the post-mortem report, essentially indicating that perhaps there's an involvement of more than one person. That's all that we could pack in this edition of This Is Exclusive. We'll be back tomorrow at the same time with more news. Thank you very much.